I have 2 pepper plants planted in a 10-gallon container, and only one of them has flowers and peppers. Why does one of my pepper plants not have any flowers or peppers? This is Al on YouTube. So interesting, right? 2, but one has the problem, right?
Yeah.
The other's okay. One has a problem. What do you
Yeah.
think?
So
These are always tough to me.
Yeah, I mean, and this was one that, you know, we could throw out some ideas, right? But probably we may not have all the information that we
True,
would need.
true,
You know, are they the same cultivar?
Okay.
You know, so we may have a little bit of a different yield time. Sometimes, you know, some of our smaller fruited cultivars may, you know, bloom
That makes
earlier,
sense.
right?
I'm with you.
You know, and it's
I'm with you
also
so far.
possible that, you know, even if you got them from a garden center and they're different cultivars, they could have been of different maturity,
Okay.
you know, seeded at different times.
Okay,
So,
what about that?
you know, the
Okay.
plants may be different ages. The other thing that could always stress them and hold them back is, you know, are we seeing any disease or, you know, or pest issues?
Definitely thought of that. Because do peppers have major, you know, pests?
I mean, the pests, we can certainly see some. One that I would think about in terms of a young pepper that's just performing poorly would be bacterial leaf spot.
Okay.
So we
Okay,
know as
that
a
makes
young
sense. Okay.
plant, you know, that can be something that can spread well, like a pathologist. They
Okay.
can spread quickly
Yeah.
in a humid greenhouse environment. And if that plant, you know, had leaf infections and then we have reduced leaf area, it
Right.
stresses the plant. It's not able to grow as well,
Right,
you know,
right.
fewer sugars and,
Makes sense.
you know, an ability to photosynthesize. So, you know, there could be some, you know, some holding that plant back for disease of pests.
So what do you think he should do then? Just
If it's healthy,
if it's healthy, okay.
be patient.
Okay,
right?
be patient.
Yeah, well,
All
I mean,
right.
I guess we haven't mentioned nutrition. If they're in
Okay,
the same
yeah, that's right,
container,
that's right.
you know, make sure that they're, you know, fed properly and that we're
Right,
not seeing any
right.
leaf yellowing or something like that.
Because a pretty good
Yeah.
size container, it's
Yeah.
a 10-gallon
Yeah.
container, so yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
with peppers are sensitive to poor drainage. But, you know, if they're both in the same container, then we would think that probably it's not something like a drainage issue and a
Okay.
root rot leading to poor performance.
I would
So,
agree.
yeah, rule out the environmental, the disease, and give him just a little bit of time.
Just a
Maybe
little
he's late
time.
bloomer.
Yeah, just a little time. Just a late bloomer, right? That happens sometime, doesn't it? All right, so there you have it. Al, just be patient and see what happens, okay? And here's a pepper.
Right, yeah.
It'll grow out of
Yeah,
it. It'll be
give him a
fine.
chance.
We hope you enjoyed the video. We have hundreds more. To subscribe, just click below.